It's the Rundown. It's presented by BlockFi. Crypto. We need mush coins.
Link. Link.
What's Link?
Crypto.
I think you need your own crypto coin.
I would love one.
Like Akon started his own coin. He called it A-Coins.
How do you just start that?
I don't know.
That's insane.
Akon's the most impressive human alive. He made Wakanda. There's a $6 billion city called Akon City that they're building in Africa that's going to have hospitals and residential buildings and commercial buildings, and it's all funded on A-Coins.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Akon is going to be the president of the United States.
You got to put me in some of these meetings. I feel there's meetings going on we're not invited to, and that's what everyone's getting done.
You got to be like in a cabinet of some sort where you're like part of it, right?
Yeah.
Like I could see you at a BlockFi meeting being like, here's what's going to happen with Bitcoins. Here's what's happening in the crypto market. Listen to me. I'm Martin J. Mush.
So then why can't Marty be president? If Acorn's going to be
You got to
president.
be 35, right? How old are you now?
26.
We got a little ways to go.
You have to be 35.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
You were born in America,
Then why
right?
do we pick like the 70-year-olds?
Can
It's
Melania
crazy.
be president? I think Melania is about to be president.
You think?
Dude. Yeah, she's fucking on that ass, bro. She was speaking. She was
You see Cardi
speaking
talking?
last
We'll
night.
talk about that in a minute. Let me get through this BlockFi. So BlockFi is just the easiest way to get down with the cryptocurrency, specifically the Bitcoin. It's an intuitive platform. It's available on mobile and on your computer, and they don't make you jump through hoops. They don't trick you. There's no hidden fees. What you do is you start a BlockFi interest account, and you can earn up to 6% yearly interest on your Bitcoin by holding your crypto in BlockFi, and up to 8.6 yearly interest in any other coins. It's not sketchy. The Winklevoss bros use it. It's like backed by Coinbase and all the other big venture capitalists. You don't have to worry about knowing where it comes from or how it's mined or who invented it and if it's a real person or not. All that shit that they talk about with Bitcoin and crypto, who cares? All you got to know is that it's the future. It's the digital currency of the world, and that's what matters. And if you get a lot of it, you're going to be rich. And BlockFi makes it the easiest way to buy, sell, and trade it. They're committed to trust and transparency, and they comply with all the rules and regulations. So you're
basically
Gucci.
an ad for getting rich.
Yeah, right. It's like all they want you to do is get rich, man. And so right now, for a limited time, they'll give you $25 in Bitcoin, which in a few years is going to be worth like $25 million.
Exactly.
So go do it now. Go to try.blockfi. It's BLOCKFI.com/rundown. Try.blockfi.com/rundown. Get $25 in free Bitcoin when you open up a new account. Shit, man, we were all over the place in our pre-show.
Yeah, we touched on a lot of stuff.
But Melania, you just mentioned Melania, and so Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are obviously on top of the world right now with WAP, and there's this chick, Deanna Lorraine. Have you seen her?
I don't know.
She's like a conservative on Twitter. Her, like, you know when Ben Shapiro reread the lyrics to WAP and had a problem with it?
Yeah, you effing with some wet ass P word. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word.
She did as well. And this woman tweets, the world needs a lot more Melanias than Cardi B's. And so then Cardi B goes and tweets out some of Melania's modeling pictures and says, like, looks like Melania's got that WAP, so I don't know what you're talking about. And I would imagine behind closed doors, Melania would be more down with Cardi B than some of these fucking, like, political Twitter pundits, you know what I mean?
Big
She's
time.
hot as shit.
I saw some of the modeling pictures last night. She was like on a plane, like eating like a string of grapes, like she with her
Dude,
bags hanging out.
Let me show you this with her bags hanging out. This is Marty like that one. This picture that Cardi posted. I mean, Melania was like, you know, I think she was going like full nude at one point. I mean,
Why is grapes
look at this.
the
She's
good choice?
covering her cooch and everything. I mean,
What? That's
the
Melania?
first lady, bro. That looks
great.
like a lot of WAP to me.
You see
So,
her vagina cleavage.
you know, get out of here. Yeah, Deanna Lorraine is her name.
You're a
It's
loose,
like,
you're a loose
fuck
this
off.
guy's a
You
loose
can see it though, man. You can see it.
Bags of vagina cleavage in 2 sentences.
Marty's like, usually I say these things. This feels as fun.
You saw that Bette Midler last night though was like basically saying like look at her with like her like broken English. Like she was like trying to be like liberal but like making fun of an immigrant for not
Yeah.
speaking perfect English. Like what the fuck are
That
we
is
talking
funny.
about?
They put themselves in pretzels, where it's like you're going against what you're supposed to stand for just to talk shit because the world is fucking broken.
Dude, or how about all those people surrounding the person at the restaurant for not like putting their fist up? Did you see that shit? How fucking crazy
I mean, she
is
was
that?
like leaning
They're,
back
like,
and the
screaming
mob
at
was
her.
just, yeah, that
They're
was
saying
nuts.
like abolish the police, but they're trying to police how people like think in the streets. It's fucking wild.
The world, man, it's not a good
Crazy
place.
times.
Marty, how would you fix the world right now? Like, what would be, let's say you're President Mush.
Thank God. I can answer this question.
Let's go.
It's just, I've realized this. If you don't dig outside of your own world, you can't be sad.
Wow.
I don't.
So you're saying just stay in your lane.
You stay what you like. You do what you do. If you don't really look at anything else, how can you
So
be
this
sad?
is, I agree with you. And I think the problem is the internet.
See, I don't understand how you guys see all this stuff.
Because of the internet.
I'm on it too. I don't see it. I don't even.
I mean, I don't know who you follow. Who do you follow? You just follow.
I'm not a good. I don't know.
Nobody?
I only follow you guys.
You don't follow anybody?
Like, to me, the problem is that, you know, humans are not built to, like, argue with the whole fucking world. You know what I mean? That's why we all go crazy. It's like, you used to just know who you know, your family, your small town, and that's it. Now it's like, I'm going to argue with some, you know, Deanna Lorraine talking about Melania, and they're
true.
clapping back, and you're arguing, and you short circuit.
What about walled oceans though? Why is that not the
See,
solution?
you must follow the National Geographic ocean people.
I do. I have a couple of accounts.
Why
like,
can't that be the
I
solution?
like monkey accounts.
Monkeys?
So funny.
Okay.
Bamboons.
I'm going through
They got
Marty's
the pink
followers.
bottoms.
He follows 246 people, and they're mostly Barstool people or athletes that have been working with Barstool. No one really else.
This is smart though. You create
Blinders.
your own bubble.
There's
you
only
know?
people I
Yeah,
talk
you're
to.
one of those horses that has the blinders on.
You dig into one thing, it's like, oh, that looks a little something up.
No.
Hands
Just
But you
the
like
surface.
conspiracies though.
I do. Shout out Terrence Ross because I am diving deep into it.
Right before the fucking rundown, he's like, we're not going to talk about Terrence
No,
Ross.
he's
And
like
then-
Conspiracies.
I forgot.
Yeah.
But Terrence Ross is a great guy, and he just
best.
like, we just talk about him.
The best.
But it's just,
How did that connection come about?
honestly, Mantis.
Mantis.
He just like, hey, you want to interview him? And then I started interviewing.
Does Mantis still work here? Yeah. Define work.
Haven't seen him. That's a lot of. John's on one today.
John is, he's either drunk or just fed up. But he has been roasting
I mean, we gotta
people.
talk about.
Yeah, let's just dive
Laduca.
right into it. Who gives a fuck about the topics? I'm so sick of the old rundown. We're just doing it fucking free for all. You know what I mean? Barstool is in a wacky spot right now, man. And Paul LaDuca talking about HR. I'm gonna go as far to say it's a low point in Barstool history.
Yeah. Well, because the gambling community
You guys are
we
such
have here.
fucking pussies. I mean, if I was Penn National, I'd be like, I bought these fucking losers.
But you don't
This is who's
understand
gonna take us to the moon.
how-
These pussies crying about human resources.
But that's also why it's so good because we have these pussies like that. The fact that you are 45 years old talking about going to HR.
Honestly,
about
that could be multiple people.
a
That
bad.
could be Brandon.
That's
That
true.
could be
Yeah,
Paul.
Brandon really
I don't know.
screwed us going to HR because we
Yeah,
had a leg to
big
stand
time.
up on.
Yeah.
But like I said, I haven't talked to. My last text on this day was April 2019. I don't even have Erica's number. I don't think. You just do your own shit.
And you're
You
like gonna
said,
live
stay
with
in
Dave.
your world, right?
Yeah, well, live with him. And you just do it. And Paul LaDuca, what are you doing, dude? You haven't said anything this entire time. He says we barely bet. We don't even know what the fuck you do. And then you're getting mad at, you do your own show. He's like, I've been trying to stay out of it. It's like, you're not trying to stay out of it. You did a petty show. It's just crazy that you went to, and also, don't text anybody in this company.
That's what I said, man.
It's going to be right out.
What do you mean?
So
Dave.
the final straw for me was Dave tweeted out screenshots of Jen texting about Paul and HR.
Right.
Which I then learned those weren't even from Jen to Dave. Those were from Jen to Gaz. That
Shout
somehow
out.
made it to Dave and then gets put on Twitter. And it's just like,
I was talking to Gaz this morning, and he was like, I couldn't have screenshotted that and sent it to Dave.
Gaz is such an asshole, but he's so
good.
open about
He was
it
like
that
a
it's
pit
like,
crew.
You
It was like,
gotta
woo,
know.
woo, woo, woo. He just said that
But
shit
the
off
thing-
in 4 seconds.
The thing with Paul too, like, he was like digging at, like, I've never texted Dave that. I didn't say anything. Dave doesn't lie.
Yo, what about having a neck injury during this? I'm like, almost should be in a neck brace at this point.
That's
No.
the thing. Like Dave is very. Like,
Anytime-
there's facts.
Yep.
He's not saying these things just to make it up. He will go back and like, why are you lying when I have it right here? Like, he doesn't make that shit up. So
Dave
that's
doesn't make
dumb.
things up. Dave also usually, if like you'll say like, nah man, you said that the fucking Pats were gonna win that game, and he's like, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
Like, he
he
is
knows.
always right about that
Yeah.
shit. You can't. He never misremembers. He never lies. And that's a lot more than you can say for all these fucking gambling.
But
But here's the thing about it, though. I find it wildly entertaining.
That's what
I
I'm
fucking
saying.
think it's entertaining as hell, and it's almost like nobody who's involved with it knows that it's entertaining from the outside. They like can't even like see like from a deeper point of view and just like remove themselves and look at how it's funny. They're so like close to it that they're just like screaming and crying.
That's how it works. Like if they are self-aware,
It wouldn't be funny.
No, but that's the thing. They all think they're in on
Yes,
the joke,
but
but
they're
they're
not.
all not.
Yes.
They all like, oh, well, I know this is entertaining, but they're all fucking nuts and
But here's
yelling
the
at each
thing:
other.
you're talking about them as they and them, and it's like it's a we and an us. You're in
Well,
on this.
Oh no, yeah, I've been trying to. No one answers me. I'm like yelling at them. No one's like, I'm
You're
like
not old
trying
enough.
to get in it. It's like,
Yeah, you
well,
gotta
because
be
it's just
old
like
and
I'll
insecure.
talk shit. It's like, oh, Brandon's a pussy. It's like it's true, yeah, but like, and then you get Jeff the Dude doing a video from the top of himself like this, talking about being a
that
midget.
laugh.
But fucking midget, Paul LaDuca, blatantly fucking lies every chance he gets.
He's like 5'7" too, and it's like it just the whole thing is hysterical. And I mean,
So where are I
I'm
feel
also
like you're
positive
kinda,
units.
You're kind of like Switzerland. I feel like.
No, I don't want to be. I want to be in it.
Oh, you do.
I want to be in
So
it
are
because
you?
I'm on
I mean,
Brandon's
you're obviously
team.
Team Brandon.
I'm on Team Pick Central, Rico,
What's
and
the other one called?
Hitting the boards.
Hitting the boards.
Something with the boards, yeah.
Okay.
And did
So-
you see
so-
Dave's quote, by the way?
I did not.
He tried to watch Hitting the Boards,
Uh-huh.
but 2 seconds in, he saw that blackjack shaved his head, and it was repulsive, so he had to turn it off. And then he's like, that was his quote to Tommy Smokes in the block.
Oh
And
my
then you
God.
got Dave, who's making his video about how tan he is and how hot he is, screaming at people, "Yeah, I got skin cancer, but I'm hot and you're ugly."
You look fucking gross. How's the skin cancer fucking working, buddy? Listen, I get it. Just because I look fucking awesome and have a great fucking tan, because your eyes aren't as blue as my eyes, and your tan isn't golden brown cookie like my tan, you have to fucking be a hater and drag people down. That's how the world works. It sucks.
I mean, this place is a fucking
Is that what
circus,
this
man.
gambling house is going to be? Just everybody in Philly just like sitting on couches
Hope
screaming
so.
at each other?
No,
Hope
they'll
so.
be fucking sitting in their own rooms crying because they're pussies.
I don't know what to tell you, John. I'm 78 and 75 plus 5 units.
Unreal.
I'm one of the best gamblers of this company now.
Now,
That's
let me
sad.
just remind you of the old days. First, we got to talk about BarkBox. I just brought Duncan his BarkBoxes. It was a Scooby-Doo pack and a camping pack that had treats and rawhide snacks and chew toys and fetch toys, and he went wild for it. He loved it. If you have a dog and you don't have BarkBox, you're a bad dog owner, you're a bad person, and your dog's unhappy. That's just a fact. I feel like I could get BarkBox for Marty. I feel like he would enjoy the toys
Scooby-Doo
that I get for
big
my
time.
dog. Yeah.
It interests me when you say
Yeah.
that.
I also feel like you could be the type of guy who would maybe eat dog food and like not even.
Well, you've eaten.
flinch.
I've eaten one treat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I could see you
That's
eating
my
dog
fa-
treats and being like, eh, this is
My
pretty good.
favorite snack is the Scooby-Doo snacks, where it's shaped like a dog bone.
Yeah.
But you're talking about a gummy bear though.
I'm talking about yeah.
No,
What do you mean Scooby-Doo
Oh, you
snacks?
did the actual.
they're shaped like dog treats. They're like graham crackers, but then I actually ate a dog one to see it compare.
I feel like anything you feed a dog, you should at least take a little bite out of.
Yeah, we
Like,
feed
is
them
it
our food.
edible? Yeah.
Have you ever had wet dog food?
No,
Yeah, that's a bit much.
I don't
haven't
like
either.
that.
I've had some kibble. I've had a pepperoni.
So I don't eat wet, like cold cuts, they're wet. I don't really eat a lot of
Yeah.
wet things.
What about like corned beef hash? What about something that comes out of a can wet, but then you like, no, not for you?
I mean, cereal. You eat cereal
That's wet.
No, I have dry cereal and drink the milk in a cup.
while you have the cereal in your mouth, though.
So I'll eat the cereal.
And while it's in your mouth, you take a sip.
No, take it down, take a sip.
To make it clear, this is the only way to eat cereal. The only way. You don't want your things to get saggy. Saggy dogs. Dry. Wash it down with some milk, dogs. They'll never get saggy and you'll never have to worry about it. You get best of both worlds, and it's cleaner. Get with the times, man.
That's literally what the girl from fucking Get Out does, like the psycho girl in her
I've
room.
been doing that for years.
You're a
I
psycho.
I told you.
What about?
the
But you
saggy
also
ones.
at the same time you like to you take your dry Oreos and you run water on them.
That's the wet food I do.
That's the wet
like,
food.
yeah.
That is, but your whole body has to be wet.
It is really good.
I mean,
It's better with milk.
you gotta try it though.
If you get the same texture, but you get it with milk.
Have you
instead of
been in
water.
there?
Have I been in the shower with Oreos? I have not.
Dude, is it true
Talk to
that
me
Jerry
after.
Seinfeld used to have like Evian water in his shower in New York? I feel like,
Like
I
that-
heard that once, that he had like purified or like bottled
To
water
wash
in
with,
his
not to
shower.
drink.
Yeah, that he washed with in his shower.
I
wouldn't
think
put
that's
it
an
past
urban
him.
legend because I've heard that about Demi Moore.
Really?
But maybe just rich people do it.
Might just be
You
a
know?
thing people
We're
do. in
getting
the-
out of hand.
Google
on
it.
water,
It's,
dude.
go to Snopes and find
Two
out
things.
if that's
Water
real.
is a triple threat, and second, when I went to a restaurant, they offered me 4 different waters. I was like, that's too
What,
much.
tap, sparkling.
Tap, sparkling,
Still,
Fiji.
or-
It's like, it's too
Trying to
much.
think
When
of
they
the fourth
say
is.
Fiji or even Poland Spring, but do we really believe that that's like what's going on?
What they're giving you?
Yeah, like they're getting water from like a spring in Maine. I just don't
Oh
believe
yeah.
There's one country
Yeah.
that stole my idea, and they're making millions.
that. Who's that? And what was the
Taking
idea?
it's taking salt and purify it. Salt water, 'cause 75% of the world's water.
Mm-hmm.
Take some salt water, boil that shit up, take
I
the
mean,
steam.
I don't think that was your idea.
It was. I did it to Paulie D.
Yeah,
The old office?
I think they've been doing it longer than the old office.
It's
just
gotta be like
started.
an ancient thing.
I'm saying the idea is, but I mean, Waterworld, bro. Remember Waterworld? He was peeing and purifying it.
Not salt water.
It's a semantic battle. But dude, I also am pissed that Fiji water is not from the country of Fiji.
That's what I mean. I feel like all of this shit is just marketing.
Poland
and
Spring is
phony.
not from a spring in Poland.
It's like I think we're just getting water from like the fucking Hudson and purifying it, like Marty just said.
Yeah.
I can't find anything about the Evian, but he does own a $17,000 espresso machine.
Espresso what?
Espresso machine.
$17,000 espresso machine? Oh my
I
god.
can get down with that. Those better be some fire espresso martinis, man.
How does
Anyway,
that...
this is all an ad read for BarkBox. Your dog is so excited when the BarkBox arrives. He is. I mean, my dog, he knows. He jumps up, and he knows when it's here. Favorite day of the month every time. You can get it at all sorts of different frequencies. And right now, we're celebrating National Dog Day. That's today, right now. You're my dog, Marty. It's Dog
You're my
Day,
dog, too.
and you can go to BarkBox.com/rundown and get a free extra toy in every box. That's a $60 value when you sign up. That's BarkBox.com/rundown. So we're talking about HR and all that shit. I mean, do you remember when your boy Heneasy was duct taped to the fucking wall for like, how long was that, Fights?
Oh man, I honestly can't even guess.
was up
I
there
would
for,
guess
like-
he was 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, enough that he was like turning fucking purple and couldn't breathe.
Over?
And was like falling off the wall. And you know who he complained to?
Nobody.
Nobody. Not
Remember
even his
when I
own
put
mother.
pins in Frankie Borelli's chair? Who did he
Yeah.
complain to? Nobody. Remember when Dave made Rhea cry? Who did she complain to?
Nobody.
Nobody. And that's fucking
And
like...
we got a lot of crybabies, a lot of wah, wah. And I feel like Marty, I mean, you're right there, dude. You're a part of this.
I have never. My name is Mush, and I'm also the better gambler at all of them. But
Oh.
I am. I really am. But that's the best
Do you
part.
think you're
It's
the best gambler at the company?
Might be the most likable gambler at the company.
No, I definitely.
Considering he's the only one anybody could possibly like right now. Yes, I agree.
The
No, I
lowest bar.
really. I think I had a plus 170 last night. Like I'm just making facts and winning, and these people are fighting with each other. That's why you have to clear mind with gambling. But let me
But
tell
at
you.
the same time, you're on Team Pick Central.
I'm on Team Percent. So fuck Leduca, fuck Blackjack.
Oh, wow.
I am, because they make a petty show before our show.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't, I mean, they say they do things. They did horse racing stuff with 7%, 7 people watch,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing else. And then they're like, oh, I want to be out of this. So you know what? Fuck them.
Sure. But let me just say, I mean, like the Pick Central gang, first of all, Brandon, are you there, Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon's over
Brandon's
there.
been known to
Biting.
to cry to management as well. And I also would venture to guess that, you know, you would be
declined.
doing about 6 or 7 views too if it wasn't that Dan was Team Pick Central.
No,
you know?
but Dan's not Team Pick Central. He said he'll go on this show.
Well, yeah, he's for sale.
And I
no
said
doubt.
no.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
wrong.
wait a goddamn minute. Wait a goddamn minute.
Here comes Brandon,
we would do
baby
6
Brandon.
or 7 views. With
Yeah.
Dan's not been there before. We had Rico. It's a very good show.
Right, but I'm just saying you were launched by, Dan has co-signed, right?
Yeah, no shit. Dave launched us.
Right.
It's Dave's
So
show, and
yeah.
Dave put us in.
That's what I
put
mean.
us on it.
I'm just saying that if they had done the same for maybe LaDuca and Blackjack,
They did though.
that
They were on the show at first.
were they?
Like
Yeah,
last.
but they wouldn't do that because LeDuc and Blackjack are boring as fuck.
see, I saw
really?
you tweet, yeah, I might have lost tonight, but I'm funny,
Correct.
right?
Oh, that wasn't what I tweeted.
It was something to that effect.
It was
Said,
something to
I'm
that
funny.
effect. But
What did
no,
you say?
Blackjack said, "Hey, Brandon, when you were talking about entertaining stuff and doing all this, I was winning." I
winning,
said,
right.
"Yeah, okay, cool. I was funny. That's
Right.
easy."
So, you think it's more important to be funny than to be good at gambling, right?
Where are we at?
I'm asking you questions so you can fucking answer
It's
them
just
and explain
easier-
your platform here,
No,
right?
absolutely. We're at Barstool Sports. This is a comedy site, right?
I don't know. Some would say it's a gambling site now.
I'm the best at both.
Whoa.
At comedy and
Team
gambling.
dissension
What the
in
fuck
the
are we doing?
Central gang.
You
You
just
guys
went
got
to
to close
78,
ranks.
75, and you're telling everybody you're 3 games over 500. I'm
Plus-
12 games
Well,
over
5
500.
units over 500.
Plus 500.
I'm
Plus 5
14
units.
units over 500. I don't want to talk about unit size. Anyway, yeah, entertainment show.
It's a great shirt.
Thank you. Skin Griffey Jr. Baseball, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Titties are
I
popping.
would think.
Tits are popping?
Yeah, they're a little bit.
They
you
feel
know,
like it.
A
How
little bit
does,
bigger.
how
Goggles
does this shit
around it.
resolve, though? How do
Honestly,
we
it does.
resolve this shit?
Probably just do some push-ups.
No, not the titties, Brandon. Not the titties.
It's always
Everyone
about
likes
the titties.
It's
Everyone
never
likes the
gonna get
titties.
resolved.
It's
There's too many sub do to dos. I mean, the main do to dos. Brandon has like 4 do to dos.
I got a lot
Rico
going on.
has like 9. Glennie committed mail fraud. There's so much other. There's too many do to dos to do it, and then Rico won't be in the same room as him.
So is the line just drawn in the sand? It's your side and their side, and you guys are going to war forever like Israelis
Yeah.
and Palestinians? Like, what's
No,
going
we'll
on
war
here?
for 2 weeks until Barstool gets rid of their shitty-ass show.
They're going to get fired?
I don't know if they get fired, but
Well,
that,
Brandon will keep complaining to management until somebody gets fired,
that
right?
was one
You
time.
really fucked us with that, pal.
It was
You
one time.
You
screwed
did.
us
I mean,
with
that's
we
tough.
had a big leg.
No,
Because
it's
right
different,
now
though.
you would be like ironclad. You'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know.
I'm iron.
But as far as I'm concerned, there's been 2 examples of people crying to management, one on each side.
Wildly different things, though.
Are they though?
Yeah.
Because you
Are
went
they?
to Erica and...
Well, I said, hey, I think somebody's going through some things. Can we help? That's what I said. I said about somebody else. LaDuca got his feelings hurt over his gambling record.
You both want this. You both want the internet to stop.
Now, what if I
I'm on
told
your
you
side.
right now?
No, you're not.
that-
Don't act like
I
you're
swear
on my
I'm on
no,
your
no,
side.
You
Oh,
can't
boy.
be on your side, but.
I'm on your
side,
side.
but.
Well, you did a bad thing, but we.
And I've said since it happened,
past
I shouldn't have done that. But
Yeah, we're
I
past
had
it.
a moment of weakness.
No.
See, but are you concerned, Marty, that he's going to have several more moments of weakness?
No, I don't.
Because
think.
I've
He
seen
learns,
there's
he
been
learns,
a-
he
there's
learns
I
been
from
learned
that.
lessons.
He
You know,
does.
there was a moment of weakness with Devlin. There's
What
a
about
moment of weakness.
coexisting? What about just like they're doing their show, you're doing your show, and they're both great shows without there being any
Well,
like
that's not
bickering?
possible because the other one's not a great show. Have you ever watched it? Nobody else has either.
I have. I love their shit. I love all their shit. I love their shit.
Well, shit.
Well, I don't know. I think you're all pussies.
There's a lot.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
there's
But
a
see
lot.
how entertaining that is?
It
It's
is.
just like the most entertaining thing ever. It's
I like it's so rare for me because I don't gamble at all. I can watch this as a Barstool fan. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Like-
Like I have no involvement, so I feel like I'm just a fan of the blog and a fan of the videos. Usually I'm somewhat in the mix with these with this drama. Not this
It's
time.
just
I'm
Jerry.
like,
It's Maury.
Yes.
It's like you don't want to be a contestant on Maury, but
right,
you want to
but
watch.
you want to be in the crowd.
Yeah,
you know?
you want to whoop it up.
It's not even like
Marty,
we're
Marty.
like people don't like sometimes when we talk about gambling stuff. This isn't even like we're not even talking
No,
about gambling. This is just
actually
like
chick shit right here. This is like Kardashians and reality TV and stuff, and The Bachelor and shit. This is our version of that, where it's all just like wah,
No
wah,
chicks
wah,
do
cry,
that
cry,
in this
cry.
office. No women do that in this
the
office.
Erica has always said she's gonna write a book when it's all said and done called like Guys or Chicks, because everyone here at Barstool, the dudes are the crybabies and the gossip queens and all that shit, and the girls are just like the badasses who put their head down and do work.
Yeah, I mean it's just there's
Oh,
just so
what
many
about
things.
this, by the way? I mean, Rough and Rowdy's still lurking, right? Is that still a thing? I mean,
Yes.
obviously Corona's
Yes.
but
Rough and Rowdy Island. What the fuck? Why not?
right? Let's do it. So like maybe Brandon fights like Blackjack and LaDuca together, like a little 2-on-1 action. Would you come out of retirement maybe?
Yeah, no, I would do it.
Would you fight LaDuca?
Yeah.
Would you fight Blackjack? Would you fight them at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, Brandon versus Blackjack,
who you wanna
Marty
fight
versus
in a-
Laduca.
You want to fight Blackjack and Rough and Rowdy, Brandon?
Out of those two, I have dibs on blackjack. That's all I'm saying.
Brandon versus
that because you're-
Blackjack, Marty versus Laduca.
Is that
Let's
because
settle
you're
this
afraid
once
of
and for all.
Laduca, Brandon?
I'm just saying, if you're going to a bed, you choose the softest pillow.
If you're going to a bed, you choose the softest pillow.
That also sounds like Laduca could kick your ass then.
Okay, I think that, I mean, like, let's make this happen. Like, what are we even talking about?
I'm confused about Laduca,
Money on
though.
the line.
I'm confused about the whole thing. Like, he'll be like, I played in the major leagues. I'm not. I could do the banter and shit. But then he's the one that went to HR. He says we don't gamble. I mean, if you don't think we gamble by now, I don't know. Like, we don't actually bet money. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've literally sold shoes out of a garbage before. The other thing is, it's like, I don't know what. He goes like, I want you to stay out of it. You can't.
You're very much in it.
You never could stay out of it.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, man. It's a bunch of loonies.
People
over
should
here.
read Tommy's blog, though. Tommy's blog explaining it all is fantastic.
The perfect person for that, because he had 10 phone calls yesterday with everybody.
To get the facts and everything?
To get the facts. And they said Laduca the tweet just came out, so he was on the phone for a half hour with them. And he said everyone started off really like calm, like, oh, it's a joke, and then everyone was just bashing each other. Said every one of them's a lunatic.
I can't wait. I said this on radio. I can't wait to be canceled. Just cancel me and get me out of this godforsaken company. These fucking HR crybabies. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to HR. I'm gonna find something to go to HR. We're all gonna start doing this. Is this the road we're gonna go down? I'm gonna find something to fucking cry to
HR is the biggest
about.
sieve of all time, though. Anytime anyone goes to HR, it fucking leaks. Like, is that what
for real.
HR is supposed to do?
For real.
No joke.
The biggest HR violation is going to HR.
Can you imagine going to HR and not thinking Dave's gonna say
HR is a
something?
plant. HR is just like a confessional where people go and complain.
I would
fucking
go
get
as far to
broadcast.
say that Dave has set up HR with like Stephanie and whoever else as just a way to weed out the pussies.
Yes.
Like, Stephanie, you tell me whenever anybody comes to you, so then I know to like shun that person.
Snitch hotline. I mean, HR.
All right, you fucking go gamble and cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.